It looks as though the Bahrain captain has won the toss. And no, it's Ryan Nelson who's won the toss. And I think he's saying we'll stay as we are. Bahrain, you can have the kick-off. So as we mentioned before, it will be the All Whites to kick from right to left as we look heading towards the northern end of Westpac Stadium. Final thoughts, Chody, before kick-off?
Final thoughts for me was Ryan Nelson made a telling comment earlier this week. He said, this side is full of Phoenix players. This is their home ground. This is the chance for them to stand up, look to be a hero. And I think that's the key. There's going to be a hero in today's game. If it can be for the All Whites, I suspect it's likely to be a local boy.
Well, if you're not moved by an occasion like this, you're certainly, well, you're a very cold-hearted person, because it just makes the spirit soar to see the sight that we're seeing in front of us here tonight. The place is absolutely packed to the rafters. As you said before, Chody, every seat, every corporate box is full, and every outlet underneath us selling food, drink and things besides is open tonight. It's the first time since the 7s.
Well, if there's a yellow seat available, it's because someone's out the back in the bar, I would suspect, because it's an absolute sellout. I'm scanning the ground. I've got a few empties up there in the far left above the Bahrainis, but not many. Every corporate box, they're out on the balconies. But for me, I don't know if it's a day for the corporate box. For me, I'd like to be in amongst the cauldron, because that's where the action will happen. You'd want to be over there above the white noise, or in around the white noise, because that will lift the roof off as this game gets ready to go underway.
Well, it's the only place to be, David. The atmosphere is just electric. The noise is phenomenal. At the end of the national anthem, when the big cheer went out, could hardly hear you guys in the commentary boxes were underway.
We're underway at Westpac Stadium. It's FIFA World Cup qualifying action between Bahrain and the New Zealand All Whites, and straight away it's Bahrain on attack, and they get a shot away early. The first stat of the game for Peter Marriott, our stats man, is a shot on goal from about 25 yards from Bahrain. It was a weak effort though, and Mark Paston gets a first touch and an easy one.
He'll be happy to get the ball in his hands. A good touch for a keeper, straight into the bread basket. He now returns the favour by delivering long towards Fallon, and I suspect you'll see a bit of that.
Indeed, it falls now to Sigmund, who gets his first touch and belts it forward. The back three have lined up with Sigmund, Nelson and Visilic all together at the back. And it is definitely the 3-4-3 in evidence. As Bahrain come forward now in the right back position. A dink forward, Nelson comes across, a good solid header from Ryan Nelson. Across came Rory Fallon to challenge in the air. It's bouncing around in midfield. Here comes Shane Smeltz with the yellow boots on tonight. Gets away from a Bahrain player, but then gives the ball up in midfield. Bahrain break forward now. It is with them on the left flank. Here they come raiding from the left side of Westpac Stadium. The All Whites lining up in defence. It's back into midfield. They're 40 yards from goal, Bahrain. Ball through, and the offside flag doesn't go up. It's down near the corner flag. The chance for a Bahrain player to get across and on the far side. Sigmund's gone across to try and pressure him, and it's out for what will be the first corner of the game.
Yeah, vital touch by Ben Sigmund, because he was completely wrong-footed by the Bahraini player. I think it's it might have been JC John over here, showed a nice little in and away to get away, but Ben Sigmund, as he always tends to do, found a way to get it out.
Danger signs early, Jason. 3 at the back, stretch wide down the left. Bahrain in behind, but here we go.
Fauzi Aish has gone across to take the corner for Bahrain. Left-footed outswinger. It's into the mixer. It's headed away well by Nelson. A good defensive header by the New Zealand skipper, and that's cleared the danger. So the first set piece for Bahrain comes to Nout.
Exactly what you'd expect from your skipper. Captain fantastic, we hope to be calling, because he's an immense player. Leads his Blackburn side in the English Premiership. He's got a big job on today.
We welcome you on Radio Sport around New Zealand and radiosport.co.nz around the world to the cauldron that is Westpac Stadium tonight for Bahrain against the All Whites, as Mohamed Habail tries to get another cross in, a second corner of the night already, only in the 3rd minute.
So we've been down left for a defensive corner for the All Whites. We're now on the right-hand corner for a defensive corner. What, 2 minutes 12 gone, 2 corners. Bahrain have started best.
Mohamed Samoon's got him across to take this one. It's a short one. It's into the area, but the All Whites deal with it easily, and it's belted away by Fallon, who'd come back to help out. Now he has to chase his own ball, because no All Whites players had stayed forward. Bahrain with all the possession in the first 3 minutes. Here they come again through their number 7, Saeed Mohamed Jalal. There's a foul on the side. Is there far side? Is there? Yes, the first free kick of the game is given. It's
the first card coming.
Look, I agree. I think Ben Sigmund has come through from the back. That is a mandatory yellow card. When I first looked at it, I thought it was an ugly challenge. Daniel, you're closer to it, but he was behind the player and he came through the back.
Yeah, David, you've hit the nail on the head. He's just come from behind. It's a bit of a reckless, a Ben Sigmund type challenge. But gee, the Uruguayan referee enjoyed handing that card out like a peacock.
Yeah, he loved it, didn't he? But the other thing that the crowd wouldn't have liked, the Bahraini was up immediately after the yellow card. Theatrics beforehand. Good as gold now, but another defensive effort for the All Whites.
Here comes Hussein Ali. He plays it down the line. Can they get the cross in? Cross into the area. It's dealt with, half dealt with. It's coming there. JC John, the shot, throwing his body on the line was Nelson. Here comes another shot, and this one drifts wide.
Hey, got to say, I think it's a very nervy start for the All Whites. I know there's only 3.5 minutes gone. No one settled on the ball. The ball in there was early into Ben Sigmund. A real clean clearance would have been a fantastic touch. It was not that, was it? It was a scrubby old clearance, Phil. Straight to the Bahraini, who was back on goal in a flash.
It's a great start from the visitors. They've really settled well. They're overloading this left-hand flank as they attack. Looks like Leo Burdos, and he's already been pushed very, very deep, the wide player for the All Whites.
That does two things, really. It nullifies the All Whites' attacking strength down the right-hand side, and it forces Leo Burtos into an unfamiliar position of a right back almost. Here come Bahrain again. The ball played forward, though, was misdirected, and it's out for a throw on this near side to the All Whites, about 10 yards inside their own half.
Yeah, look, if you're setting up against the All Whites, you'd absolutely play that way. You'd try and force Burtos back, Lockhead back, and nullify those crosses, because that's the attacking weapon that the All Whites would most like.
Look at Ben Sigmund now. They're pushing Leo Burtos forward. The throw down the line from Lockhead, flicked on by Fallon. Smelts tries to get on the end of it. Can't do so. It's headed away from him. In came Rory Fallon again to try and get the ball, but it was played away by Bahrain, and now they can break forward. A ball through for JC John to chase. The two number 6s come together, Nelson and JC John. The ball eludes both and through for Paston, who comes out to the edge of his area to claim. He rolls it out to Sigmund. Sigmund down the line to Burtos. His first chance to run into some space.
Acres of space.
Ball at feet, running into the opposing half. He's 35 from goal. A ball into the area. It's headed away well by the big centre back for Bahrain. Burtos heads it down the line. Across came the Bahraini left back, and now they can run again. And Leo Burtos out of position now, and they can break down the left flank. Quickly back though, the All Whites.
Interesting there, Burtos was so keen to get the ball in the box. You've got to suspect that's instructions. Any chance to cross the ball, get it in. The All White strength is their front three.
Down in front of us, it's Ismail Omar plays the ball forward, and it's a misdirected pass. Ivan Visilic, in fact, Ryan Nelson picks it up. He gives it to Visilic now, down in the left back position. He decides there's no way forward. Gives it back to his goalkeeper, Mark Paston. All in blue tonight, Mark Paston. The white gloves. And he comes out of his area and belts it long, looking for the runs of Killen and Fallon. It eludes both of them. Here's Killen on the edge of the area, and the flag's gone up for a free kick against Rory Fallon.
Didn't look much in it to me. The crowd didn't like it. The Uruguayan West saw something we didn't.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 at best.
Here come Bahrain again. It's Salmeen breaking forward. Plays the ball down the line, and he was looking for the run of Mohammed Ahmed Habail, who wasn't quite on the same wavelength. Tony Lockhead gets in behind him and belts it away for what will be a throw to Bahrain, about midway between halfway and their attacking penalty area.
Healthy clearance, but the Bahrainis really caught flat-footed there. The ball through was a reasonable one. Hamed not on the same wavelength.
Omar down the line it is, and here they come again. It's the number 5, Mohammed Ahmed Habail again. Back we go to the centre backs, and a bit of sloppy play there, and now the All Whites can possibly break. Here comes Tony Lockhead, and is that a foul on Lockhead or just a fair enough challenge?
Fair challenge. I think it was a fair challenge. The Bahraini got to the ball before Tony Lockhead for mine.
Lockhead takes the throw inside to Michael McGlinchey. Big night for Michael McGlinchey. He gives it back to Visilic, who plays all the way across the back three to Sigmund in the right back position. He plays it forward looking for the run of Smelts. Doesn't quite make it to Smelts as the Bahrain defence come out and head it away. It's on the far side now. And belted forward again, asking these nippy wingers to chase the ball. And it's gone out for a throw over the far side near you, Daniel.
Yeah, it's gone out. The ball drifted out, came back into play. But it seems to me, David, the Bahrainis playing a simple 4-3-3. And wow, that can spell danger if you, especially playing through at the back.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous for Ben Sigmund. Again, he flew in behind the defender and he's sitting on a booking. I think he would like to just settle on it and get through the next 15-20 minutes.
7 minutes gone here at the stadium, no score, but now a free kick awarded as a push in the back on Rory Fallon, who'd moved into the right wing channel. It's a good attacking position for the All Whites, about 35 yards from goal and a couple of yards in from the far touch.
Well, I'll give you one guess where this is going. This should be hung up at the far post, giving the keeper a bit of a stretch.
Leo Burtos is over the ball. The big men are all forward. Here comes Burtos to deliver. It's a good ball into the area. He does exactly that. He hangs it up to the far post. Smelts head back across goal. It's headed towards goal. It's just over the bar.
First chance to the All Whites. You heard the crowd roar. Across goal from Smelts. Brown up at the far post. Just not getting enough on it. Harmlessly over the top.
In fact, I think it was the skipper, Ryan Nelson, of the back post, climbing high. Showed great athleticism. Looked like a basketball player sort of hanging in the sky there, but just unable to drop it in the goal as it goes harmlessly over the top.
It's the first goal kick of the night for the Bahraini keeper, Syed Mohammed Jafar. He's going to look to drive it deep. I'm sure he's pushing his men forward with hand signals, and he does belt it long. He gets good distance. It's all the way down to the back three.
Oh, Nelson, immense.
Good, immense header in the air by Nelson, but it falls to a Bahraini player. Now Visilic comes across and volleys it away. It's in the centre circle where Smelts gets away from his marker. Touches it off to Killen, who can run at the players now. Killen gives it to Smelts. Smelts and Fallon are 2-on-3. Smelts has ball through to Fallon, not quite to his feet, and the defender able to come across and clear.
Credit Chris Killen there, lovely play through the middle of the park, getting the ball down, creating the opportunity for Smelts.
Now the ball's played forward, and Ivan Visilic goes back and tidies up at left back. Plays it back to Mark Paston. The Bahraini players let him have it, so he'll dribble it out of his area and look to drive it forward again. As you said before the game, Chody, you don't mind Route 1, you don't mind them driving it long. Rory Fallon's going to be a busy boy tonight.
Absolutely.
Here it is towards him again. He goes up and loses out this time. It's in the middle of the park. In fact, he must have given them a nudge, did he?
Referee adjudged to Rory Fallon had given up the foul. I tell you what, there's a few inquiries going on in the Bahraini defence. Who's that down there having a word on the touchline? Not happy. The Bahraini number 10.
Yeah, the skipper, Mohammed Ahmed Salmin, is making sure his troops know exactly what's required. Ball played forward now. It's a run on this near side, a ball into the area, and Ivan Visilic gets a vital interception, touches it off to Lockhead, who can belt it long. So as Mohammed Ahmed Habail made good distance down this near touch, his cross into the area, not what he would hope for, and Visilic and Lockhead clear.
Lockhead not standing on any ceremony, was he? He was in acres of space, probably could have taken a touch, but choosing safety first, which you can understand given the enormous prize that's at stake.
The ball's belted forward again. Visilic comes and gets a half clearance. Lockhead completes it, plays it forward. Fallon comes across to challenge, not able to get it though, and it's played forward again. Ryan Nelson, another header. He's had about half a dozen tonight. Big, strong headers from the New Zealand skipper. Here come Bahrain again. They're playing triangles down in front of us. Visilic across, and also McGlinchey to challenge, and it's out for a throw about 10 yards inside the Bahrain attacking half.
And look at this for me again. Look at Leo Burdos, really playing right fullback, isn't he? Leo Burdos, you'd have to say, is being forced back at the moment in the first 10 minutes of this match. He's had one chance to raid forward.
I think Bahrain have got it tactically spot on, as we've mentioned from the outset, overloading down the side, making him go backwards, making him do defensive duties.
It was something they didn't want to do. They wanted Leo Burtos to be released forward, and maybe he can do so now. Here comes Smelts. He plays the ball down the line to Burtos, and he comes together with the defender, and the defender wins out on that occasion. And
great play by
is managing to set up another attack. There's 3 or 4 Bahrain players forward now. They are held up in midfield by a combination of Brown and McGlinchey. Now it comes wide on this near side. Breaking forward is Omar. Omar plays it down the line to Hobail. Hobail looks up for a cross into the area. It's a rather square cross, and it's beaten everybody across to the far side. Bahrain still have possession of the football. Here comes the left back on a run. The ball played through to him. Here he is, and across comes Ben Sigmund. Has to be careful. Is not only careful, wins possession of the football and comes away with it. Ball into the middle of the park. Tim Brown loses out. It's fallen to Bahrain again. They're just coming forward in ever increasing numbers with more and more dangerous attacks. Ball through again.
Offside. Daniel McCarty, David Choate in unison. Offside. You can tell how tense we are in the commentary position, but I've seen enough already in this opening 11 or 12 minutes to tell you that this Bahraini side is a quality outfit. They have good touch on the ball, good movement, real pace. The All Whites are going to be on their guard to ensure they don't give one up early.
Yeah, this one's the offside's come against Solomon Issa Ali. Not hard to spot. He's just been in acres of space for the full 11 and a half minutes down this left flank. He's one player the All Whites got to keep an eye on.
No score in the game. The ball's played forward. Killen has it edge of the area. He's forced wide. He plays the ball wide to Burtos. Burtos gets across into the area. It's headed over the top by a Bahrain player. In fact, headed away from goal. It's still there though. McGlinchey has it in the area. A heavy touch, and a touch which took the ball away from him. And Bahrain can come away, but Leo Burtos again dangerous, getting another cross in. That's where the All Whites want to see him, in attacking positions.
Absolutely, Piney. We talked about it all pre-game. I'm sure the All Whites have talked about it. Balls in the box look very, very dangerous. We've had 2 occasions now. Leo Burtos has delivered twice. He may prove to be the key.
12 minutes gone, no score here at the stadium. Lockett throws it in. Fallon chests it down in front of him and then touches it off, looking for Brown. Not able to find him. Here's Burtos, plays it forward. Smelts about 25 from goal. Touches off of Burtos. Burtos goes for a shot on the left foot. No, he dummies. He's looking for an option. He's still got the ball, heading towards the corner flag. He's run all the way down here in front of us. Leo Burtos, 2 facing him. Can he get something for his side? Still has the ball at feet, and now wins the throw.
Love it, Piney. Leo Burtos with ball at feet is as good as any in the game. That's what he likes to do. He's drifted from right to left, picked up the ball and done a wee bit of mazy jinking. He'll do his confidence wonders.
Tony Lockett has the throw. It's only about 10 yards from the corner flag. He's going to look and try and hurl it long. Fallon has lined up to look to try and get the flick on. There's a few others forward as well. Killen's there. And here is Tony Lockett looking to hurl it into the area. It's flicked on by Killen, but it was a push in the back before he managed to get the ball, and the referee awards a free kick to Bahrain inside their own penalty area.
There's no doubt to me, Piney, that this New Zealand side will play the physical game. It will be a very physical game. The Bahrainis are going down pretty easy, and this referee's buying most of the fouls.
That's fifth free kick of the night for the Bahrain side. As the ball was played out to the player Omar, it rebounded off his hand, I think.
Little bit of byplay. Don't know if you saw it, Piney. The handball was given against the Bahraini player. Chris Killen straight up and slapped him on the back. Said, "Well played, my man." Just trying to get in his head, playing a head game.
So yes, the ball was played out to him. There's no one around him. It just bounced on him on the hand. It's handball. So it's a chance now for another free kick delivery. This time 2 yards in from this near touch and only about 25 yards from goal. So a ball is going to swing in towards the goalkeeper with all the men gathered at the far post.
Quality ball, Leo. Quality ball gives us a chance. The in-swinger swirling in the wind. All the big men are far post, Piney.
There's five
Who's
of them
the hero?
forward. Here is Bertos. It's up in the air again. Can they hit it back across goal? They can. It's headed towards goal, but it was a weak header in the end from Smelts, and he probably would have preferred to head that back towards one of his teammates who went towards goal and an easy save.
But they're breaking now, the Bahrainis. Look at the pace.
They're breaking at pace. There's 3 forward, but there are 5 All Whites defenders back now. It's played inside. The ball played now over to the far side. The flag's up.
Well, that's borderline, and there's Bahraini player not too happy with the curses to himself.
Second offside of the night. It was Fatati, I think, who found himself in the offside position.
He's been prominent as well, the number 4.
There's a look at their pace, though, isn't it? That was from defence to attack in a split second, really.
Yeah,
Good
Omar,
pace through the middle of the park.
Omar showed great wheels to burst out of the Bahraini defensive third and turn defence into attack in just a snap of a finger.
Quite frightening, wasn't it?
We've had nearly 15 minutes here at the stadium. No score between the All Whites and Bahrain. It's forward again, and Smells goes up and tries to flick it on, and it's another free kick against Rory Fallon for jumping in the air against a Bahrain defender.
With all due respect, though, I think this is actually a foul. He sort of extended the left knee, and that's, I think, what the referees picked up, and the Bahraini player was clearly been hit by a sniper. He's making a meal of this. He's got a dead leg, harden up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on replay right now, Daniel. Oh, mate, I've got to say there's nothing in it. There really was nothing in it. Yeah, he had his leg cocked, but it really was up alongside the player. It wasn't a swinging knee or anything like that. And I bet you anything you like that player will be running freely within about 1, 2, 3 seconds.
Just checking the stats with Peter Marriott. That's the 6th free kick against New Zealand, and they've only been awarded 2 of their own. So it has been rather top-heavy as far as fouls against New Zealand are concerned. Played forward again by Bahrain over on the far side. It's Fatati again battling away and gives away a throw on the far side, loses control. A throw to New Zealand about 15 yards inside their own defensive half and on the far side of Westpac Stadium.
Well, Fatati's obviously been handed a big job tonight. He looks like he's lining up in midfield when the All Whites do have the ball, but his job, David, obviously join that attack as quickly as possible.
Down the line it is from the throw, flicked on by Fallon. Smelts can't quite get there. It's belted away by a Bahraini defender. Sigmund comes forward to try and win it in the air. Can't do so. In fact, it's Nelson. It falls to Bertos on the far side. He bangs it into his opposition player and out for a throw on the far side on about halfway.
Time for a breather, Piney. 15 minutes gone.
Got some stats here. Possession-wise, 46% to the All Whites, 54 for Bahrain. And territory-wise, 57% of this game has been played in Bahrain's attacking half, 43% in the attacking half for the All Whites. Peter Marriott giving you stats tonight on our broadcast nationwide on Radio Sport and around the globe on radiosport.co.nz. We welcome you in wherever you may be listening. The All Whites now on attack, or about to set one up. Tony Lockett gets it and decides instead of going forward, he'll go back to Ivan Visilic, who's sitting in the left fullback pocket. No challenge from a Bahrain player, so goes all the way across the back 3 to Ben Sigmund in the right channel. He's looking to play a ball, decides against it, and then decides he'll go back to Mark Paston. It's a bit short. Paston, though, quickly out of the blocks, and he belts it forward. It's actually not a bad clearance, because Chris Killen's going to pick this one up about 40 yards from goal. He's got a player right up his backside, plays it back to Tony Lockett. Lockett inside to McGlinchey, who touches it back to Visilic.
A little bit of possession, Jason. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, first time we've really seen these the All Whites string some passes together. McGlinchey comes to get it off Visilic, and now breaks forward down this left channel. Plays it forward for the run of, well, it was Killen who came to get it. It went past him rather, and Fallon wasn't ready for it, and cleaned up at the back by the centre-back pairing for Bahrain, including Hussein Ali.
Interesting to me, Piney, when Tony Lockett came to get that ball, very narrow up front, no width here on the left-hand side.
Bertos gets it, plays it down the line, touched off by Brown on the far side there to Smelts, who's dropped very deep. He bangs the ball diagonally towards Fallon. Fallon brings it down on his chest, but just as he was about to pull the trigger, his Bahrain counterpart took it off his toe and dribbled the ball away from him. Here they come again. Smelts goes down in the centre circle. That'll be a free kick. as he nipped in ahead of a Bahrain player. He got the ball, the player got him. It's a free kick to the All Whites just inside the centre circle.
The crowd don't like it. You can hear them baying for blood, but really it was just the pace of Shane Smeltz that got across the front of the Bahraini player. No intent on the foul, but a definite foul it was. In one of those awkward positions, I reckon, Piney, just outside the D. Central, sort of too central to send the ball to the far post. They'll attempt to do so. It would have to be a knockdown. So it can't be a direct strike on goal, I would not think.
No, he's about 55 from goal, Leo Bertos. Even he's not going to hit the target from there. So yeah.
But even from the knockdown, I think you're going to have to get something wide and in.
Here comes the ball. It is knocked down in the area. The shot comes in on goal. It hits the bar.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! A better goal you wouldn't have seen. Who was that?
Chris Killen.
Chris Killen.
The ball just came down so agonising slowly as he turned on a dime and hit it just on the spin with his left foot. A rasping drive as it dipped in over the keeper but hit the bar.
Mate, that'll make the highlight reel, because for all the world it looked like a goal. A sweet, sweet volley rocking the crossbar.
Well, he's doing things at Celtic these days, Chris Killen, after being schooled here in Wellington at Rongotai College. Football's taken him to the UK and to the heights of the Scottish Premier League, and well, that was a goal that would have graced the SPL or the EPL. A volley on the turn, rapping against the crossbar, the first real chance for the All Whites, and hopefully a sign of things to come.
Yeah, it was a sharp volley. Gee, it was a decent strike, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Ben Sigmund at the far post that got a nod down, and it's clear at set piece Bahrain a little bit rattled. New Zealand obviously have a clear size advantage, and they've got to make the most of it when they get a good attacking positions from set play like that.
It's a throw on the near side now. Omar throws it in. It's with John. He's rattled off the ball. Now Killen can break again. Chris Killen pushes the ball past the centre back and runs past him, but it was cleaned up by the remaining Bahraini players, and now the flag's up as the ball's belted forward. JC John came back from an offside position, so it'll be a free kick for the All Whites about 15 yards inside their own half.
Brimming with confidence now, Chris Killen, after that volley, wasn't he? Just picked up the ball, swept forward through the legs of the Bahraini defender, I suspect, and goalwards.
Sigmund gets it, plays a diagonal pass from right back to left wing. Yeah, Killen not after it, and out for a throw.
Yeah, a bit of a shocker. That won't end up on Ben Sigmund's sky tape for sure.
It's a throw to Bahrain, midway penalty area and halfway. It's a bit short. Tony Lockhead nips in, gets a foot to it, and then goes down under challenge. But the referee says no, that's just a throw, just a throw to Bahrain. And they'll continue to work their way down this near side.
Better period for the All Whites, Jason. They've settled.
Ball is deep. Ivan Vasilis gets a foot in. Tony Lockhead does the same, but plays it in field for the Bahraini player, the number 7, Jalal. He tried to play it forward for a run from Patadi on this near side, but misdirected and out for a throw.
Look how narrow they are now, Jason. The whole 22, probably in half the park.
Lockhead throws the ball long and over the top of Rory Fallon.
He stayed down,
the big
Rory
defender,
Fallon.
Mohamed Adnan, and Rory Fallon's got a whack in the back of the head, and that will be a free kick to the All Whites.
Aussie rule stuff. Stand out the front, you've got to be in trouble.
I'll give you another guess, Jason. What do you reckon is going to happen here?
Well, every free kick we've had in these positions has been hung up on the far post. This one's about 5 or 7 yards in from this near touch, and probably 35 yards from goal.
Look for Ben Sigmund at the far post. He's in the right wing position. Perhaps out for a header back across goal.
Here is Bertos. He drives it in. It's bouncing around on the edge of the area. Killen gets ahead to it. It's belted away by the big centre back for Bahrain, and into the night sky it goes. It's a good clearance. Headed, well, half away by Vasilich, but falls to the feet of a Bahraini player who promptly slips over, presents the ball to Bertos. Bertos goes down the line. Played forward by Nelson, who's still advanced for the free kick. Smeltz gets it. It bangs off a couple of players, and now the Bahraini number 10, Selmeen, picks it up, the captain, plays it back to his centre back, and it's belted forward. Ball still low in the All Whites attacking area. Leo Bertos breaks forward. He's down into the left wing channel. All sorts of players coming to meet him. He goes down under challenge. And what's the referee said?
Goal kick. Free kick. Goal kick. Free kick. What has he said, Piney?
We're not sure.
It's a free kick. And it was a foul on Leo Bertos, and dangerously close to the edge of the area. It's right in the corner of the 18-yard box. Leo Bertos has stayed down, clutching an ankle.
It's the 8th free kick of the night now for the All Whites. So they've overtaken Bahrain in terms of free kicks awarded. Let's explain where it is. It's right on the corner of the penalty area on this near side. He's only a couple of yards from the penalty area.
Well, we've called far post all day. What say you about a strike on goal?
Well, it's hard to get it up and down from here because you're so close to the goal. It's hard to get it up, mate, and down enough for the guys to hit it back across goal.
Round the wall, into the ground in front of the keeper. Anything's on.
Well, it's a great angle for Bertos to do that. It's a great angle for us to watch it.
Yeah, I'm calling strike on goal.
Yeah,
Daniel?
I'm looking for the channel between the defenders and the goalkeeper.
All right.
Put the goalkeeper in two minds with perhaps a low cross shot.
Here comes Bertos. Will it be a shot or a cross? It is a shot by Bertos. It just curls wide. We had a great great view of that as it was heading towards the top corner, but just agonisingly high and wide from Bertos.
I thought I was calling stunner. I thought it was curling in at the back post, Piney. Oh, good Lord. The heart's jumped through my throat.
Inches, David. Inches.
Well, the All Whites are back in this game after an unsteady and shaky start that Bahrain dominated for the first 10 minutes. We've had 23 minutes now at the stadium, and the All Whites certainly have had the best of the last 5, haven't they?
Settled well. They're having a good moment.
Route 1 football certainly working for them, David.
Absolutely. Look out, though.
McGlinchey misses his header. JC John touches it off. It's headed forward again for John to chase, but forward came Nelson, and in true uncompromising style, he won the ball and played it back to Visilic. Visilic's ball forward, though, only as far as the Bahrain midfield. Now Visilic steps in again, a much better touch, and he plays it wide to Leo Bertos, who touches it off for Ben Sigmund to run on to. Flicked on by Smelts, now to Killen. Good work by the All Whites. And it was actually Fallon who found himself in the centre forward position from the flick by Smelts, but as he tried to control it or pass it on to Killen, he did neither really, and it went through to the keeper.
I think it was a deliberate flick from Fallon, but dopey really. He'd received a flick, needed to hold the ball up.
Fatadi, middle of the park, goes down under a challenge. The referee says play on because Bahrain have the ball. It's played into an area where they were looking for the number 15 Omar to chase it into the right wing position, but he wasn't on the same wavelength. The ball drifted harmlessly past for a goal kick.
He did play advantage. It was a foul in the middle of the park, but a good advantage was played. Killen's come to the sideline to talk to Ricky Herbert. Some instructions coming out of the technical area, not beyond the technical area.
It's a massive technical area, isn't it? Look how big it is.
It's FIFA-sized. It's World Cup-sized.
Super-sized. Mark Paston drives it long. Fallon goes up again, but loses out again. It goes to Nelson. Nelson, a left-footed clearance forward. Killen's off on a run. It doesn't get to him, though, and tidied up by Bahrain at the back. Lockhead heads it forward. It's headed away again by Bahrain and out for a throw on halfway. They're getting a bit rattled, these Bahrain players. There's lots of hand clapping and pointing and
getting no time on the ball. It's good. It's a good period for the All Whites, not giving the Bahrainis any time on the ball.
Lockhead forward to Fallon. Fallon chested it off to Killen, and then Killen plays it forward looking for Fallon to run onto. He was a bit slow off the mark, and it's belted away by the Bahraini defence. Bouncing around middle of the park now. JC Johns come to get it. Falls out to Lockhead, and the Bahrain players are being hurried off the ball and smothered away from it at the moment. Back to Nelson, whose left-footed clearance is down into the left-wing channel. Killen wins it down there. He's got a player right up him. Here comes Tony Lockhead on a run, and he just couldn't get it past the sliding feet of Omar, but he's won a throw level with the edge of the penalty area just in front of us.
Good defending by the Bahraini Omar. A vital touch because Tony Lockhead was away down the left flank, and he's a good crosser of the ball.
Lockhead will take the throw. He's aiming for the big men. Fallon's come across. Can he flick it on? It's flicked across goal, and it was actually off the head of a Bahrain player, I think.
It was indeed.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper, Jaffa.
But it seems the intensity really lifted from the All Whites in the last 5-10 minutes, David, buzzing around, really shutting down the space as you illustrated, something they didn't do in that opening period where they seem to be really standing off this impressive Bahraini outfit.
Yeah, they do seem to be driving the tempo.
Sigmund wins a header. It's off to Bertos into the middle of the park now and touched off again for Bertos. He's in the right wing position. A ball into the area. Here comes Fallon. It's over the top of Fallon. He has to turn around and trace to get it down to left wing. Here comes Lockhead to help out. He's very busy tonight, Lockhead. Here's Lockhead down by the corner flag. He tries to get the cross and it bangs off a player. Now he heads it across goal to Fallon. Fallon on the edge of the area. Built it up in the air, but well, unfortunately it wasn't a flat enough cross for Killen or Smelts to attack. It was a lob cross rather, and easy for Jaffa to claim.
Promising signs for the All Whites. Tony Lockhead freeing himself up and getting into that attacking third. Only failing by the merest touch. 26
minutes gone, no score here at the stadium. It's long again from the Bahrain goalkeeper. Elbow in the head of Ivan Visilic. Surely the referee says no, play on, so they break forward with the captain Selmeen. He's now looking for an option middle of the park. He finds it on this near side from Omar, his right back. A good sliding challenge there in the middle of the park.
Tim Brown.
By Tim Brown. He goes in for another one off the captain Selmeen, who gives away with the ball. He looks to play it forward, but misdirected. Ryan Nelson steps in. A side foot pass forward to Killen, who's surely fouled there.
Yellow card, here it comes. The brandishing of the yellow card. That's one apiece. Get a number on that for me, because I can't tell who that is. Number 12.
Yeah, I think there's been some mixing up of the numbers, guys. The program that we've been given looks a little bit different, so you need to go off your team sheet as the All Whites win a corner.
Yeah, we'll go off the team sheet from FIFA. That was Aish who's into the book, but as you say, Daniel, as the ball was played forward, the Bahrain defender had to put it out for what will be a corner. The
number 12, it was indeed Aish.
First corner of the game, is it for the All Whites? Leo Bertos to take. The big men are forward. They've had plenty of set pieces to try and profit from. Will this be the one after 27 minutes that puts them into the lead? Leo Bertos, right-footed outswinger from the far side of Westpac Stadium. Here it comes. It's right up to the night sky. It's headed back across goal. It's up in the air, and it might be behind for another corner, is it? No, they've managed to get it clear. As the ball comes out now, only one man forward for Bahrain. It's JC John who's come back to get it, and he's claimed it well. JC John, he's done good work there, but in with a sliding challenge was McGlinchey.
He loves tackling, Tim Brown.
Tim Brown, isn't it?
He loves tackling. Absolutely, ball and all into touch. JC John did fantastically well there, surrounded by 3 players. It was only a half clearance from the corner. JC John relieved the pressure very nicely for the Bahrainis.
Ball into the middle of the park again. It's a misdirected pass though. Fallon's back to get it, plays it to Lockett. I haven't seen Lockett get forward this much for the Phoenix for ages, but he's given that one away as he tried to play it forward, and calmly out of defence comes the elegant centre back. He drives it forward looking for JC John, who's the furthest advanced. He gets ahead to the ball and heads it towards goal, but he went down under a pretty stern challenge from Sigmund. No foul though.
And who else? Leo Burdos, wasn't it?
Yeah, Burdos did well. Realised there was a bit of danger as the ball was played out to this right-hand side.
Mate,
of defence, but he did well.
We've called him an attacking play, Jason, and that's him in the defensive third. Good work, Leo Burdos.
Played forward, Killen comes to get it, loses out, and a lot of headers being won in defensive areas by these Bahrain defenders. Played forward though, Visilic has it, gives it back to Nelson. Nelson directing traffic on the edge of his own penalty area. No Bahrain player challenging, so he dribbles it forward. Comes out wide left to Ivan Visilic. Inside it goes to McGlinchey in a deep position. McGlinchey looking to set something up. He finds Sigmund on the far side in a traditional right back position. Ben Sigmund breaking forward. Has he got an option down that channel to Leo Bertos? He has. He gives it to him now. Bertos is in a tight area. He gets away from his defender. Leo Bertos breaks with the ball, but unfortunately just drifts away from him and out for a throw on the far side.
It was great work as he spun away from that defender, but as he did it, his touch was a little bit heavy, carried it over the line.
Very, very tight play, but good play by Leo Bertos. Well played, Ben Sigmund, to feed him.
Throw on the far side for Bahrain, about 15 yards inside their own half. We're approaching the half-hour mark here at the stadium. No score between Bahrain and New Zealand. A place at next year's FIFA World Cup in South Africa up for grabs, in case you hadn't realised that yet. Visilic plays it forward to Rory Fallon, who peels out to the left wing position. Lockhead, as ever, is available as an option. He goes back to Visilic. They're not worried about building from the back and then going the other side and then building on the other side. Nelson gets it, gives it back to Visilic. He's got about 15 yards of space in front of him here. Inside to Michael McGlinchey. McGlinchey has no options, goes back to Nelson. They're passing the ball around okay, but not really making any progress. Now Visilic gets it, plays it forward to Lockhead, and unfortunately off the side of his boot and out for what will be a throw to Bahrain, about 15 yards inside their own half.
Visilic not happy with Tony Lockhead, wanting the angle to be a bit better for him to make that pass. Possession going nowhere. Would have liked to see it go at the other side there.
Well, the Bahrain coach Milan Makala is up off the bench. He's a real character. His press conference yesterday was one of the best I've ever seen. He joked and laughed about both his side and the All Whites. He was asked about the FIFA World Rankings, and he said they only matter on PlayStation.
And he's right, because the 90 minutes of football won't be made around FIFA rankings.
Ball into the area, falls on the edge. A shot from JC John. Great save by Mark Paston. Well, the shot came in from the edge of the area. We'll just come back to that in a sec, because they're still attacking Bahrain, but the best chance they've had, ball across to the far side, hits a player rather. Paston comes in, grabs the ball. No, he doesn't. It's still bouncing around. Leo Bertos dribbles it away from danger. Well, some shaky moments in defence there from the All Whites, but a very good save to start with by Paston. They're still going Bahrain, and it's over on the far side for a goal kick. We can catch our breath. Describe it for us, Jody.
Well, you can only just catch your breath. JC John, was it? It was a fabulous shot. We talked about Chris Killen's snapshot moments earlier that rattled the crossbar. Well, this one rattled the palms of Mark Paston. Really a shot out of nothing, a ball on the edge of the area, about 22 yards out, a snap volley, and a good save from Mark Paston.
He smashed that. I hardly saw it at ground level. I don't know how Mark Paston did.
He's got all of that, you're right. He really has. A great save by Mark Paston, who was instrumental in the first leg for keeping New Zealand in the game, and he did the same again.
Well, the crossbar saved Bahrain, but I can tell you Mark Paston have saved New Zealand on that occasion.
Ball bouncing around in the middle of the park. Lockhead gets it, plays it forward to Smelts. Smelts lying a lot deeper than the other two strikers, as was predicted during the week. In the middle of the park now, where Bahrain can play it forward. Sigmund comes in, takes a touch in the centre circle, looks up for an option, can't find one forward, so goes back to Visilic, who's peeled out to the left-hand side for the umpteenth time tonight. Goes central to his skipper, Ryan Nelson. Gets the ball back from Nelson now, Visilic. Looks up and sees Lockhead out this side, but decides against it, so gives it back to Ryan Nelson.
Interesting tactics by Bahrain, dropping deeper and deeper, asking New Zealand to play the football, David.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Nelson and Ivan Visilic having a game amongst themselves. Visilic seeing a little much of the ball right now for mine.
Yeah, it's the old tactic of just letting them have it, isn't it? Letting them have it. They're not going to do shuttles between these back three. They're just going to let them have it and hope that they'll give them the ball. Visilic has it now at left back. He plays the ball forward. Fallon's there. Killen's there. Fallon goes up, loses out to the big Bahraini centre back. It's played forward now. And in the centre circle, where it's a nice touch off by John to Fatati, but in step Sigmund, was fouled as he went through, surely.
Yes, he was. The referee's picked up, played on for a minute, saw if there was an advantage. Good refereeing.
Got some stats here after half an hour. 53% possession for the All Whites, 47 for Bahrain, and it's 55-45 to the All Whites in terms of territory. So they certainly pulled that back in the last 15 minutes.
Well, we always talk about the ebb and flow. The start of the game, it was really with the Bahrainis for the first 10 or 15. From then on in, the All Whites have really swung it back in their favour, and they'll have another chance now to get the big men forward.
The free kicks,
and Leo Burtos will deliver, I'm sure.
The free kick's about 10 yards inside the All Whites attacking half. It's very central, so hard to find an angle, but he plays it forward. It's headed away. A good leap there by the Bahrain player. Falls on the far side, and as the shot looked to come in, I think that just try and identify that player for you. It was Ben Sigmund, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ben Sigmund tried to control it with his chest. He was going to have a shot on goal, but I think it was Salman Issa getting back, doing some fine defensive work, but all he could do was clear it away. So another corner here for the All Whites. Leo Burtos jogging off over to take.
Slightly facetious, but Ben Sigmund's touch put him in a tackle. You'd wonder if that was on purpose. He loves tackling, Ben Sigmund.
Second corner of the night for Leo Burtos and the All Whites. A right-footed outswinger. They've all gathered again, the big men. He's in front of the temporary seats that have been installed for this game to fit even more people into Westpac Stadium. Leo Burtos, arm raised in the air. That'll be a signal for something. Near post, far post, we're not sure. Here it comes. It's up in the night sky. It's falling at about the penalty spot. It's headed down by Killen, but unfortunately it didn't fall to a New Zealand player, and Bahrain can break, and we know they break quickly. Here is Fatati with the ball. He's across halfway already. Inside, outside he goes. McGlinchey trying to hold him up. Can't do so. Here comes Fatati. He's only 35 from goal. Tries to play a slide rule pass. Visilic gets a foot in. And as the ball was scrappily bouncing around, it rebounded off a Bahrain player through to Paston.
Yeah, a very, very good interception there from Ivan Visilic, because the right back, Omar, who's gone on the ball now, turnover from the All Whites.
Here is Omar. He breaks forward. Ball into the middle of the box. Here comes the shot. It's high, wide, and not very handsome.
Soft give up from Shane Smelts. Very, very dangerous place to give away the ball. Gave it up just outside of halfway, the New Zealand side of halfway. Catching and wrong footing his own players, allowing the Bahrainis to slip forward, and the chance was given from the edge of the area. The strike was not the greatest, and Shane Smelts will be a relieved man, because the giveaway on halfway was a little bit soft.
My lord, the Bahraini side break quickly, David, don't they? Some real athletes.
A lot of pace.
Fifth shot of the night for the Bahrain side. We've also got 5 chalked up for the All Whites, so that's even in that stat. It's even on the scoreboard. It's 0-0 after 35 minutes here. Leo Burtos on the far side. He keeps the ball in just. The Bahrainis appeal, and then he's get a clip of the ankles there, Leo Burtos, and it's a foul on the far side and a free kick.
Promising first half from Leo Burtos, Jason. Promising first half. He's looked good on the ball. He's done his defensive work well. We were worried about him getting pinned in, but he is getting forward, and his delivery on the set plays has been the one area of the game I reckon might be looking just to improve. Hanging a lot of balls up high in the air, and this swirling wind makes it hard to get an attacking header on.
11th free kick of the night for the All Whites. Leo Burtos again will take it. He's taken just about all of them. He's about 55 from goal on the far side. He belts it towards the edge of the penalty area again. It's headed away though by the Bahrain side, and this is where they break quickly, and it's Fatati again who's got the ball at feet. Jinks and jives and holds onto the ball and plays it inside now to his captain. He plays it forward, and it's an attempted ball forward there for the run on the far side in front of you. Was it from Issa?
Yeah, it
Daniel?
was the wrong option. They really needed to go right again. Our boy on the right side of defence, Omar, really pushed forward. They needed to switch play because they had a clear couple of players marked on the left-hand side of the New Zealand defence. There
seems to be a tactic from the Bahrainis really to drop off now when the All Whites get the ball in their defensive third. They look very happy to let the All Whites play it around at the back, so you just wonder whether they're like to suck some time out of the game.
Well, Tim Brown's got to get involved. I can hardly remember him having a touch other than a tackle.
He decides to belt it forward, looking for the run of Smelts, but an acrobatic clearance by the Bahrain right back there. Omar, the man we've just been talking about. Here they come again, and it's with the number 5, Habail. He is looking for an option. He gives it back to Omar, and his ball forward is a rushed one, and finds the head of Tony Lockhead. Lockhead nods it down to Killen, gets it back from Killen. Now he looks to go inside and find some help from Visilic at left back. Visilic bangs it forward quickly. Smelts is up and tries to flick it on,
offside.
but it's
flags up
on the far side for offside.
But you can see the tactic, can't you? They're allowing the New Zealanders to get the ball in and around halfway. The All Whites resort to the ball in the box, and they'll get something out of it, because I think that is the answer. You talk about not calling Tim Brown. I suspect we won't call much of McGlinchey or Tim Brown for most of the game. It is Route 1 football. They'll be doing doggies.
Yep,
that is up and back, up and back.
They'll have sore necks from looking up at the ball going over the top of their heads. You're right. It's just that kind of game. First offside of the night against New Zealand. It's probably about 15 yards outside the area.
5 up and an attacking line for Bahrain. Plenty of men forward for this.
Forward, it's nowhere near any of them. It's an easy header, a free header for Visilic. McGlinchey has climbed all over there and loses out. Visilic has the ball at his feet, but it's nipped away from him. Down in front of us now is the right back, Omar. Omar and the number 5, Habale, working in combination again, but instepped. On that occasion, Chris Killen is at back doing some defensive work. Played forward this time by McGlinchey. Falls to Killen again, he's on halfway. Nice little touch inside, looking for the run of Brown. Brown is beaten to the ball, and then sliding in was McGlinchey. They're throwing their bodies on the line now. McGlinchey gives up a free kick. Is he going to get a card here?
Well, he's won the ball. The referee's going to have a little chat, but I think he's more worried about the player who stayed down. But good tackle, in my opinion, Michael McGlinchey. I think he's been pinged for probably 2 feet in that challenge, David.
Yeah, look, he got the ball, but I suspect when we see the replay it'll be a 2-footed challenge. I think he pretty well launched himself. Yeah, it was 2-footed. He didn't really get anything of the Bahraini, so all the theatrics is not warranted, but the free kick certainly was.
It was JC John. He's back up on his feet and in play again as he makes his way forward. It's back now where Jalal has it midfield for Bahrain, and his ball forward was a bit of a shocker in front of you, Daniel.
He's just copped an earful from Aish. He was looking for Aish making the run down the left flank, but he'd come short, and it was a horrific ball. Ended up nowhere near anyone, and he's still going Aish at him.
Going Aish.
It's a beauty. Mark Paston will have the goal kick. We've had 39 minutes, or just short of 39 minutes here at the stadium. No score between Bahrain and the All Whites. Belted forward by Paston, flicked on in midfield by McGlinchey on that occasion. Comes forward again though to JC John. He tries to find his strike partner for Tardy, but can't do so. And in stepping on the far side was Nelson. And Nelson gets it across to Bertos, who cleverly keeps the ball in. Plays it down the line to Fallon, who's climbed all over. It'll be another free kick.
But check this out. The Bahraini has climbed all over the back of Fallon. They've both gone down, and the Bahraini's dead, I think. No, he can't be dead. He's rolling around.
No, it's Aish. It's Aish.
No, he's waving his hands around.
He's going to get no sympathy from this crowd to give him the old who are you. But tell you what, he should be down at Downstage Theatre.
Well, he's given up the free kick. Ryan Nelson's come across to have a word and said, look, this is the second time we've had... Oh, the stretch is out, you watch.
Oh, the Bahraini medical staff very worried. They've sprinted on out. Yeah, we can be slightly cynical here, but he's the one who's committed the foul.
I'll tell you what, they haven't brought a lot with them, the medical staff. One of them's got what looks like a small toolbox. The other one has just got nothing but tender love and care. And here come the 4 FIFA stewards with the stretcher jogging towards the player Aish, who, as you say, looks like he's been shot.
Yeah, all this means is that for this free kick, the Bahrainis will be down to 10 men. FIFA will have you taken the treatment on the sideline. The free kick will be taken. It'll be taken in the attacking third.
Yeah, they're almost manhandling him onto the stretcher now.
It doesn't look like the most comfortable spot either. Looks like it's a quite worn stretcher.
Now the stretcher bearer is not too sure which way to go. No, they're heading towards the eastern touch, to the boos of the crowd. But as you say, Chody, they'll have only 10 men with which to defend this free kick.
Well, it's 40 minutes gone. Not a better time to score for mine. Leo Bertos to deliver.
Bertos has it far side, 40 yards from goal, 5 yards in from touch. Here it is. It's a low one this time, and easily dealt with by the Bahraini defence. This time it's Jalal who bangs it away. So disappointing that time from Bertos. Aish still down on the far side, is he, Daniel?
Always back on his feet, just having a little drink of water, about to come back into the action.
Ball play 4 now. Here's Bertos down by the right wing side. Can he get the ball away? He can. Here's Leo Bertos. He's in the area. A little cross is all that's required. The ball is in the area. It's headed towards goal. A fantastic save. A fantastic save by Jaffa. Kept his side in the game.
We should be calling goal. It was a fantastic piece of work by Leo Bertos. Put that down to some fantastic keeping. It was that, but sure, it was Fallon, wasn't it? It was Rory Fallon, I'm sure. With a header from 6 yards. A tremendous save. Well played, all right.
Here they come again. It's in the area. Here's Killen again. He puts it up and down and tries to gather it again, but he can't. He's smothered out. The ball just wouldn't come down for him. But still on attack, the All Whites. Now they can break Bahrain.
4v3.
They break forward on the far side. It's Fatadi. He's got John up with him. And now a run on this near side with the number 5, Habale. It's played across to Fatadi. Fatadi looking for the right back, but he tries to play it forward to him. Omar. Lockhead stepped in and banged it away.
I'm going to give Tony Lockett a wrap in a minute. We'll just commentate this one through, Jason.
Here's Fatadi on this near side. He cuts inside. A tricky player, ball at feet. Nice little side rule pass. It's back to Omar. Can Omar get across? And he's right down in front of us by the corner flag. Jigs away from his marker. Does it once, twice, 3 times. He's still got the ball at his feet. And, well, his delivery in the end was rather tame. And for all his trickery, he couldn't get it through.
Ryan Nelson have closed him down. Good work, Ryan Nelson. Better work before by Tony Lockhead. He was overloaded 2-on-1 when that ball came down the right-hand flank. He chose well. He picked the ball out. It was fantastic.
Let's go back to the golden opportunity missed, in my opinion, from Rory Fallon. Great save it was, but the keeper was stranded. Really needed to tuck it away, and all he did was give the keeper a chance to make the save. And boy, what a save that was.
Yep, Jaffa has certainly kept his team in the game there as they break forward again. Bahrain, they'll win another free kick, and this time it's the number 14, Issa, going down, and a free kick to Bahrain about 10 yards inside their own attacking half with 42.5 minutes gone here.
Chances at a premium. You'd call it 2 chances New Zealand, 1 chance for the Bahrainis, I suspect, at this stage.
Yeah, the crossbar denying the All Whites, and the keeping of Jaffa as well. Now here come Bahrain again, a dangerous position down by the touchline, the ball into the area, up they all go, it falls to a player who missed his header. I think it was JC John, was it? Went down to try and head the ball towards goal and it hit him on the knee.
Missed chance.
Omar has it on this near side, plays the ball in. Bahrain still on attack, still dangerous as we approach half time. Now the ball is lumped into the area, up they all go, it's still bouncing around. Now it's belted away by McGlinchey. And can New Zealand break for one last time in this half? Shane Smells has it, heading towards the right wing position. Leo Bertos goes outside him. In fact, it's Chris Killen. The ball bounces off the defender. Now Bertos picks it up just inside the attacking half. Inside to McGlinchey, 40 yards from goal. Looking for an option. Can't see one at the moment, McGlinchey. Plays it forward to Bertos. Bertos tries a little clever flick. Finds Fallon. Back it goes now to Ben Sigmund. He's raiding from right back. Heading towards the corner flag, big Ben Sigmund. Ball at feet. Here comes Sigmund, right down by the touchline. The cross comes in and it bangs off a Bahraini player for a corner. Ben Sigmund turned into a right winger there.
Endeavour. That's what that was. That was endeavour. Sheer endeavour from Ben Sigmund. Not his natural game to get down the flank and whip across him. But he went past one, he pushed on, and he pushed on to unknown territory, right down into the touchline, swinging the ball back. And not the greatest of crosses, but sheer endeavour took him there and created the opportunity for this corner. Well, can they land a knockout blow?
We're into the 44th minute, third corner of the night for the All Whites. Again taken by Bertos. He's been on set pieces all night. Here comes Bertos, right-footed out swinger, into the mixer. Up they go. Here it is!
Get a ball in! I think it's Ivan Visilic! Unbelievable! Thomas O'Brien! Is it Ivan? Is it Ivan? No, it's not Ivan. Who is it?
Well, we can't hear a thing, but I'm going to tell you, I think it's Rory Fallon who's found the back of the net. The ball came in from Bertos. Rory Fallon rose and headed the ball powerfully past the keeper. He's more than made up for his miss earlier. He's put New Zealand into a 1-0 lead.
Great header. You can't hear yourself think, Piney. It was a ball into the 6-yard box. It wasn't better ball in. It was a whip ball in by Leo Bertos. Gave the big striker a chance that he gratefully took. A header, bullet-like on the 6-yard box. We're away in Wellington.
Need to check the foundations of Westpac Stadium. That noise, unbelievable.
Now what? What have the Bahrainis got, Jason?
Well, I'll tell you one thing now we're not having, and that's extra time or a penalty shootout. This game is going to be decided inside 90 minutes. Rory Fallon went from villain, a miss from 6 yards out, to absolute hero. He powered that header past the goalkeeper. And now with half-time fast approaching, we'll just keep an eye on the fourth official. Didn't see how many extra minutes he had.
One minute, Jason.
Look out.
Ball into the area, not it down. Bahrain can attack, but Nelson gets a big foot to it. Belts it away.
Tell you what, they just about deserve the lead too, Jason. Here we go again.
Shane Smelts breaks forward. The last attacking chance of the half, surely, as we're into the only minute that's being added for injuries. Bertos plays a square ball, not a good one.
Nowhere. That ball was nowhere from Leo Bertos. Unlike Leo, a real rush of blood.
Bahrain break forward again. We're into the final seconds of the extra minute to be added on by the referee. Ball played forward by Bahrain. Mark Paston comes and, well, he was a bit shaky, but he, in the end, managed to grab it.
Can he hold it for a minute? I know you're not allowed to, but I'd like to go in 1-0 up, Piney. I don't know about you. I'd happily go in 1-0 up.
Paston puts the ball down, bangs it. The referee puts his hand in the air and says, that'll do for the first half, gentlemen. And as they go to the break, Rory Fallon, the son of Kevin Fallon, who guided along with John Edshead the All Whites of 1981 to the World Cup final in 1982, has put New Zealand into a priceless 1-0 lead here at Westpac Stadium. As the players leave the arena, everybody's on their feet. Look out, we've got a big 45 minutes coming in the second half. We're going to take a quick break here and catch our breath. We'll come back to you with some first half analysis and the second half here at Westpac Stadium. But as we
Watson with you through this little halftime break. How cool is that? Rory Fallon, New Zealand leading Bahrain 1-0. Oh boy, wouldn't it be great to be in Wellington at the moment? Is that place not going to go off if the All Whites win this game? Absolutely fantastic. And we are going to go around a couple of pubs in Auckland to get a wee thing. We're going to head to the Mad Dogs and Englishmen there in White Owl Park in Takapuna on the Auckland's North Shore, just to get a sort of a feel for what it is like around the country with the festive activity that certainly associates this particular game. It is coming up to 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Hey, look, changing the focus just a little bit, just want to have a wee chat about the North Island Cripple Trown. This is an off-road running series, the Toys Challenge, the Great Cranley Cowrie Run, and the Goat Alpine Adventure Run. Now, the Toys Challenge is tomorrow, the 15th of November. The Cowrie Run is November the 21st. The Goat Alpine Adventure Run on the 5th. And Galatea Dairy Farmer Source Corporal looms as the early favourite as the North Island Triple Crown Trail Running Series begins tomorrow. Hey, look, get on to those different races, guys, particularly those people that are thinking of doing the coast to coast. Get involved with all of them. Great little practice for the big event in February. That is the Triple Crown of off-road running. It includes the Tui's Challenge November 15th tomorrow, the Great Cranley Cowrie Run November 21st, which is next week, and then the Alpine, which goes from Whakapapa Ski Village through to Turoa. It is coming up to 9 minutes away from 9 o'clock, and let's head across to the Mad Dogs and Englishmen, Link Road, Wairau Park in Takapuna, and Yatesy joins me. Yatesy, how is the place?
The place is going off, Mark. It's really brilliant because we had a hesitant start, but the All Whites have taken over this game and thoroughly deserved their 1-0 lead at half-time through Rory Fallon. What I'd like to see in the second half is when we take our free kicks and so forth, we actually curl it into the keeper because he's very, very hesitant off the line.
Okay, now look at what sort of things have you got going on there at Mad Dogs and Englishmen.
Well, we've given away a lot of footballs from Carlsberg, and we're giving hats away, and even some portable goals. So it's really going off here at Mad Dogs, and the fans are going wild.
Okay, have we got a little bit of white noise there too? Have you got the old song sheets out there?
Oh, we're playing all the time. We're playing Miles's song, One Shot for Glory, and all the different songs that they come out with. It's really electric atmosphere here at Mad Dogs.
Yatesy, when was the last time you had an atmosphere like this? What sporting event prior to this?
Well, I can't really. I have to go back to '82 when I went to Mount Smart when the Q8 game was. But it's just brilliant that the whole country. There's a lot of league players and rugby players here tonight, and they're really enjoying it.
Yeah, I guess a lot of educated footballing fans there, all remembering what went on in 1981, 82. Do you think that same sort of fever's there tonight that it was back then? Same sort of feeling?
I think it's even bigger because the anticipation that we want to get rid of the 82 millstone. Everybody wants the new age. We've got the best team on the park. We've got the best strike force, and we've got the best defensive centre back in virtually New Zealand.
Okay, look, if people do want to come along and get the second half, where is Mad Dogs and Englishmen?
It's in Link Drive in Glenfield, and there's still a couple of people vacant that you can come in, but it's absolutely brilliant here. We're really enjoying the atmosphere. Plenty of gifts in the second half that we're giving away, and 3 portable goals. How about that?
Fantastic. I might try and get down there after work myself there, Yatesy.
Yeah, come down, Mark. You'll thoroughly enjoy it.
Hey, look, appreciate your time tonight, and go you good thing.
Well, we're 45 minutes away from it, Mark. What a brilliant atmosphere. Let's go to South Africa.
Yeah, hey, we are playing incredibly well, aren't we? A little bit of nerves early on in that first half, but boy, Sean Fallon, how good is this guy? And I guess McClinchy in midfield coming in for Simon Elliott, making a big difference tonight.
He has, but what about Killen? I mean, the ball that hit the bar, and also Fallon. I mean, we've got the strike force and the commitment from our midfield and defensive players that they're diving into tackles, and we're winning the midfield now where we lost it in the first 10 minutes. So as long as we're patient, just carry on. Don't go defensive.
Hey,
don't go defensive.
Yeah, hey, love the emotion, love the passion there, Yatesy. You enjoy your night. Mad Dogs and Englishmen there in Link Road, Wairau Park, Takapuna on the North Shore. Get yourself along for the second half. The boys will in Wellington must be just absolutely shaking the responsibility of calling this wonderful game of football. The All Whites leading 1-0. Let's head back to Westclack Stadium for a little bit of statistical analysis of that first half.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Yeah, no, it's a privilege rather than a responsibility. I can tell you that it's a wonderful night to be involved in the game of football, and really, as I look out here in front of me and see the crowd just rocking and shaking to the music that's playing and watching the first half highlights on the big screen, it really is just a wonderful night here in Wellington. We'll go sideline to Daniel McCarty, who made an interesting observation to us during the break. You reckon it's got a couple of degrees colder, Daniel?
Oh, it's got freezing. I just had the polo shirt on. I've had to go and get the beautiful jacket. Actually looking quite sharp, David Choate, unlike your little snide comment beforehand. But I feel the temperature's really dropped. If anything, this wind may have picked up. It's really swirling down here on ground level.
Piney's taking his jacket off up here, mate. It's actually quite warm.
Well, there's about 100,000 of you up in the media box, us braving it in the cold. So when the Bahraini players come back out at the halftime break, I think, they won't be enjoying these conditions. And certainly there is a drop in temperature from my vantage point.
Interesting, actually, as well, that the Bahraini substitutes haven't stayed out for a kick around at half-time. The All Whites have. They're out there having some gentle kicking back and forth to each other, but the Bahraini guys have all sort of headed for the sanctity of the sanctuary of the changing room.
Well, I don't know what they call it in Bahrain, the halftime powwow. I don't know what it's called, but they'll be having one. There'll be an inquiry going on. Often said in football, and I know this to be a fact, and you do too, Jason, 5 minutes either side of halftime are crucial times in football. Towards the end of the first half, you can drop your guard, and the Bahrainis have. They've let one in just this side of half-time. The next 5 minutes out after the break will be crucial because you've got to be right on your game.
That's the other thing as well. Let's not forget this, that Bahrain only need to score one.
Yeah.
They don't need
Nothing
to win.
changes.
Yep, you're right. They might as well be 0-0 as far as Bahrain's concerned, as far as their quest for goals is concerned. They don't need to score 2 goals. They only need 1, and a 1-1 draw is enough to send them to South Africa.
And I'm sure that'll be reinforced in the change room. Listen, guys, you need 1 goal. 1 goal takes them through. Remember that. So, as you say, Jason, nothing much changes from the Bahraini point of view, but it all changes from the New Zealand point of view. They've got something to scrap and fight for. I wouldn't like to see us try and sit on a 1-0 lead. I really wouldn't. I think that's a dangerous game to play. Sure, with 5 or 10 to go, you suck the life out of the game, but try sucking 45 minutes out of a World Cup qualifier. No chance.
Yeah, impossible. You don't want to sit back. You want to, I mean, as they always say, we'll bring all the cliches out. Attack's the best form of defence. Bahrain can't score if the ball's in the other half, so let's hope that they don't try. I mean, we've seen the Phoenix try and hold on to a 1-0 lead a number of times.
Can't run without legs. That was one of my...
Can't run without legs.
I think Kevin Fallon might have said that once in a team talk. He said, you can't run without legs. I don't know what he was suggesting, but...
I think he was probably suggesting that you take out an opposition player.
The ball can go past, the man can go past, but they can't go past together. That was another one. So there you go. There's all sorts of truisms in football.
Let's have a look at the stats provided to us by Peter Marriott tonight. Shots on target for the All Whites, we've got 5. Bahrain 3. Shots off target, 2 for the All Whites and 2 for Bahrain. Bahrain's striker's been offside 3 times, just the once for the All Whites. Now, free kicks and fouls, these are interesting. Bahrain took an early lead in the stat count. They had about 6 before the All Whites had any, but now it's 12 to the All Whites and 10 to Bahrain, so 22 free kicks in the first half. Corners, 3 to the All Whites and 2 to Bahrain. And in terms of balls into the opposition penalty area, the All Whites have had the ball into Bahrain's area 16 times. 12 times Bahrain have breached New Zealand's penalty area. So the All Whites kind of shading things, really, aren't they? And, of course, shading things on the most important stat, and that's the scoreboard.
And I think they just about deserve it. Clearly, I'm somewhat one-eyed, but trying to take an objective view, I think that the All Whites have probably, the first 15 minutes, I felt Bahrain got out of the blocks earlier, settled best. The next sort of 15 or 20 became a bit of an arm wrestle, but I thought the last 15 or 20 was a good period for the All Whites. They had the killing chance that rocked the crossbar. Just before the goal, Rory Fallon probably had a better chance with a header after some great work from Leo Burdos. And then, of course, the Burdos corner, which to me was his best delivery. The delivery made the goal. Earlier corners were hung up at the far post, swirling in the wind, hard to get any purchase on. But the ball in for the goal was a ripper. Absolutely driven in. Fallon did the rest. Just a stunning goal.
Yeah, great for Rory Fallon.